All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Wimbledon semi-final day for the men, and we've got a finalist. Carlos Alcaraz into the final for the third time. Is he going to play the man that he's played in the final the last 2 years, or is he going to play the man that he just played in the final of the French Open? It's going to be one or the other. It's going to be fun either way. And we're going to see. Between those guys, it feels like this is the match between the walking wounded, but we'll see how they both look. Jay. Thank you, Jay, for the donation that didn't work. Hang on. Try that again. Jay.
LFG Carlos back into the finals for the third time. So happy for the dude of Vomos Camera. Hope he lifts the trophy on Sunday. Good game by Fritz.
Thank you for the 5. It was a good game by Fritz. It was definitely a good game by Fritz. I think Fritz was a lot more competitive than people would have given him credit for. And was this close to going 5? I mean, that's a hell of an effort. Is Alcaraz the first player in the Open era to defend the Channel Slam? No. But, great observation. The Channel Slam defense is on the line. I think Borg did it. Has anyone else done it? How many people have done it, I wonder? I know Borg did, right? So in the Open era, Channel Slam, Borg. Yeah, Borg Channel Slam 3 times in a row. three in a row, which is just, stupid. And then, of course, Channel Slam was also complete by Nadal in 2008, but he didn't defend it. And then 2010, Nadal did it and didn't defend it. Djokovic did the Channel Slam in 2021 but didn't defend it. And Federer did it in 2009 but didn't defend it. So only one player has defended the Channel Slam on the men's side, that being Borg, who did it three in a row, because why stop at 2? Back in the day, the Channel Slam was won but not defended by anyone that I can see. So yeah, in the history of tennis, it seems like it was only defended by Borg. So he'll be the second if he does it. Borg's in the house, by the way, which is really fun. Hopefully he's there on Sunday. On the women's side, I wonder if it's happened on the women's side. Let me have a look. On the ladies' side, I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head if it's been defended. So Margaret Court, but she didn't defend it. Chris Evert, but she didn't defend it. Billie Jean King didn't defend it. Martina did, but didn't defend it. She'd won the Channel Slam twice. Steffi did, and defended it in 95, 96. So Steffi, Serena did it, but didn't defend it. And yeah. So only Steffi and Borg. It's a pretty elite club. Back-to-back Channel Slams. It's pretty crazy to think he might do that too. I mean, that's a crazy thing to do. And doing one of those things is crazy. But then to do it twice in a row, I mean, crazy. And the update on injuries. So, Djokovic said that he's okay. But we'll see how he looks, because he might be, we don't know. We'll see how he moves. Sinner is I think it's just as the match goes, because he was fine at the start of the match against Shelton, and then he wasn't. And then he was, and then he wasn't. So I think with Sinner, it's kind of let's just see how he goes throughout the match. I don't think there's a yes or a no answer for him. But for Djokovic, he said he's okay. So we will see. If he moves well, then we got to say that he's okay. 1 second, chat. All right. We will see an Alcaraz in a final, and Alcaraz will win once again, okay? But Djokovic is now a never? Maybe. I'm writing on opinion on why Alcaraz would be the greatest what? I'm writing an opinion on why... What? Linear. That was a typo, right? That was definitely an autocorrect, right? That was definitely what... You didn't mean to say that, did you? Heat's going to be a problem? Maybe. But both these guys have had issues in the heat, so... Djokovic, Alcaraz trilogy. I want a trilogy, okay. I'm torn because, look, I'm not really torn. I think it's going to be a great final no matter what happens. You know, we get a Sinner final or we get a Djokovic-Alcaraz trilogy. I think either way, it's great. I picked Sinner to win the tournament, so obviously I would love Sinner to win the tournament. But I kind of would, if I didn't pick Sinner to win the tournament, let's say I picked Alcaraz or Djokovic or someone else, I don't mind. I mean, the trilogy would be something. And we just saw a Sinner final of a slam, and it's like, cool, we'll get another one maybe, but you know, I feel like that French Open, we need to just leave that for a while. So I don't want these guys to play for a while, just so we can get to like 6 months and go, oh, remember that final they played? Rather than going like, oh yeah, and then a week later they played again. You know, the trilogy would be such a rare occasion to have, and also Djokovic going for 25. Also, I think physically Djokovic, unless his leg is really bad, I think Djokovic might be better physically against Sinner and mentally than Sinner against Alcaraz. Sorry, not against Sinner, against Alcaraz. I think Djokovic might be a better, like, put up a... And look, Sinner nearly won the French, but I think if Sinner's got an elbow issue and he can't beat Alcaraz right now, I'd rather see Djokovic. It might be more competitive. You know? Also, Alcaraz going for a three-peat is a lot more pressure on him than Djokovic going for 25. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It depends how this match goes. If this match is a 5-set marathon and somebody comes out of this match beaten up and bruised, then I don't think either of them beat Alcaraz. But yeah, I don't know. It's a win-win. I don't think we're not getting a bad final. Like, both these finals are going to be epic. No matter what the final is. As long as the person who makes the final out of these two is not injured. That's all or is not hurt. And the winner of the, you know, we get to a final where it's, you know, as long as the finalists of this tournament are healthy and we get a good match. Three-peat versus 25th slam would be a great story. Oh yeah, for sure. If Sinner didn't have the elbow problem, I'd be like, let's get Sinner. But because of the elbow, I just don't want to see an injured Sinner play Alcaraz. Because he's already a healthy Sinner doesn't play. Well, when we watch healthy Sinner play Alcaraz, it's always close. But I don't know if an injured Sinner can be better than beat Alcaraz. I don't know. I don't know if an injured Sinner can beat Alcaraz. Because a healthy Sinner can't. So, you know. Do you think if Nole loses, he won't get another shot at Wimbledon? No, I don't think this is his last chance. I don't think it's his last chance. We need Sinner US Open. No, we need Sinner Australian Open because we've had it everywhere else. I got Sinner winning in 5. Okay. Will Sinner ever beat Alcaraz? Of course he will. He has beaten Alcaraz. And he's almost beaten Alcaraz a lot as well. He's come this close a couple of times. So it's like, yes, he will. He's had match points in 2 of their matches. Like, chat. He's lost the last 4 against Alcaraz. But they haven't played 4 times. They've played a lot more. They've played 12 times. It's 8-4 in favor of Alcaraz, but if Sinner had won in 22, if Sinner had won in 25, that's 2 more. So you go, it's 6-all then, right? If you give him the Beijing win because he was up 3-love in that tiebreak before Alcaraz came storming back, then Sinner has the lead 5, whatever it is. What's the number? 7-5. And also the French Open last year where Sinner was up 2-1. You give Sinner that one, then Sinner's got an 8-4 record. So really, there's only, it's 8-4 Alcaraz, but it's not like, oh yeah, Alcaraz won 8 matches in straight sets and Sinner was lucky to win 4. No, Alcaraz is lucky that he's got such a lead. It looks way better for Alcaraz than it actually has been. It looks way, way easier. Hasn't been that easy. It could have easily been 6-6. It could have been 7-5 Sinner, right? There's a countless matches where it could have gone either way. So yeah. So definitely Sinner's going to beat Alcaraz again in the future. It might not be this week, considering what's been going on, but of course Sinner's going to beat Alcaraz again. He's not going to go undefeated for the rest of their careers. And if he does, that would be insane. That would be insane. All right, players on court. Your statement about Djokovic hurt me yesterday. You didn't care about Djokovic's injury and said he was fine. And you held on to that for 24 hours? Bro, you got to just relax. I'm just some random guy on the internet. You need to not take that so personal. Also, he played 2 points. And he looked fine in the 2 points that he played after he was injured. By the way, that was 2 days ago, and you held on to that for 2 days? Holy shit, bro. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. He played 2 points after he slipped, and he looked good in those 2 points. That's what I was basing it off. He looked fine for the 2 points that he played. Now, if he doesn't look fine in the first 2 points of this match, then I'll talk about it. But he looked fine for the limited amount of match we saw him play. If he played for another whole set, and I could make a better judgment, but based on 2 points, he was fine. But it's 2 points, so he might be not fine. But that shouldn't have hurt you so bad. You really need to not take... It was 2 days ago, and it was a throwaway comment. What the hell, man? Don't take it so personal. It hurt me. I'm a random idiot on the internet. It doesn't... I don't listen to the weather person who says it's going to rain tomorrow and then cry. That's fine. I'm just a random person on the internet. Don't take it so serious. Don't take it. It's not that deep. Novak is worshipped. Question mark? Yeah, people love him. Of course. All right, here we go. Sinner's got the elbow. What is it called? Sleeve? Elbow sleeve? Whose injury is worse? Sinner's. Because Sinner's actually got a visible support for it. Whereas Djokovic, I can't tell if his leg's strapped or not, but it doesn't look like it is. So Sinner's injury is worse. From them taking a photo, I can tell, but we will tell when they move and run and hit, then we'll talk about it more. Nola has a real chance here. Oh, yeah. Djokovic is not the favorite, but hell, I mean, he should be. Like I said earlier, chat, this match is so hard to pick. Sinner's the favorite, but that's only because they just played, and I guess Sinner's been beating Djokovic lately, but this is on grass. Djokovic has more experience. I know people like to bring up the Wimbledon experience, but I don't know if Wimbledon, the last 2 matches they played at Wimbledon, I don't think they matter as much because Sinner wasn't the same guy 3 years ago as he is now. But yeah, I mean, you could say it could be straight sets. Djokovic could do what he did at the Olympics in the final and win a couple of tie breaks, 3 tie breaks, right? And it could be that kind of match, right? In a straight sets, or it could be a 4-setter, a 5. Anything could happen in this match. This is a very, I don't know. It's just a very Especially because Dimitrov nearly beat Sinner. I think that really threw... If Sinner had won every match in straight sets, or every match in, almost every match in straight sets, you would have thought, if Djokovic wins, it's a surprise. But because of that 2-sets-to-love loss, or lead that he... deficit that he got away with against Dimitrov, that changes everything. And Djokovic really hasn't been tested. Like nobody's pushed Djokovic this week. Yeah, players have won sets. Caboli, got the first set where Djokovic should have won the first set. Yeah, Demonor won the first set, but then Djokovic was like, whatever. Yeah, Muller won the second set tiebreak very close. But Djokovic has not had any real issues. The Caboli match was the only one where he looked... He had to play. After the first set of Demon, he just went, see you later. Kecmanovic, Evans, even Muller, for the most part, didn't do much. Caboli was the only one that really tested him. But again, that probably should have been straight sets because Djokovic was up 5-4 or 5-3 in the first, right? So we'll see. Sinner will win this, okay? Well, we're going to find out in the next few hours. Djokovic has probably watched Dimitrov video. I don't know if watching Dimi will help, though, because, I don't know. I don't know if watching Dimitrov the Dimitrov match will help Djokovic too much. Darren.
Can we have a special rule change where they both win?
Yeah, and then we get Alcaraz versus Djokovic and Sinner in the final. That'd be great. We get both finals. They play one on Sunday, one on Monday. Whoever wins the most, the most matches and sets wins the trophy. We'll do a three-way playoff for the trophy. We'll do a playoff. All right. I have no idea who's serving, but we'll find out very shortly. Caboli should be here for real? No, he shouldn't. Caboli was great, but he shouldn't be in the final. Come on. Don't be silly. Dimitrov should maybe be here. If you said that, I would have said, yeah, because he was winning. Caboli shouldn't be here. He won the first set with Djokovic falling asleep, and then he didn't. He wasn't close to winning the match against Djokovic. What are you talking about? He won the first set in a very close tiebreak. Fritz deserves third place match. Yeah, do we like that idea? I don't know. Third place matches, are they good or bad or nobody cares? All right. I think Djokovic is going to serve. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Who plays Alcaraz in the final? I have no idea what is going to happen here. I'm afraid to tell you that this match is not going to end. One of two will retire. It sucks that you say that because I could see that happening too. I could see that happening as well. I hope we're both wrong. But I could, yeah. Yeah, it could. But let's hope we're both wrong. And that they finish this match completely. All right. I've got Sinner in 5, I think. I can't remember. But again, it's just flip a coin. It could go either way. I could definitely see a 4-set Djokovic win. That would not surprise me at all if Djokovic won this in 4. But I've said 5 sets Sinner. I'm going to stick with that. And I'll play violins as the sinking ship goes into the bottom of the ocean. All right, Djokovic serves. To the back of Sinner. Return goes into the back of Djokovic, but no. Sinner hit it out. 15-love. Yep, Carlos got the win in 4 sets. He was very close to playing 5. Hello. All right, 15-love. As Djokovic serves. Into the back of Sinner. Return to the back of Djokovic. Sinner forehand. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Again, the forehand of Sinner. Sinner hits it out. 30-love. 30-love. What's that mean? What is it? He's chilling. 30-love. She's just chilling. She's chilling, are you? All right, 30 love. As Sinner hits it in the net, 40 love. $40 love. And then Djokovic with a great serve down the tee. 1 love Nole. Solid start. All right. 1-0. 1-0 to Djokovic. All right, let's see what Sinner can do on serve because, of course, the elbow will affect that shot. What's up? All right, Sinner serves. Does she have a bark? Sometimes. Very rarely. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the body of Djokovic. Return goes in the form of Sinner. Djokovic backhand on the stretch. Goes wide. 15 love. Come here. Come here. Right. Hello. 15 love. As Djokovic returns into the forehand of Sinner. Djokovic forehand down the line. Sinner backhand. Into the slice of Djokovic who hits it in the net. 30 love. Oh, you're right. Totally cat behavior. Yeah, she is. She's definitely. Pugs are very much like cats. $30 love. What you looking for? 30 love. What's up? You all right? 40 love. Okay. 40 love. How much does she weigh? I have no idea. As with a fault from Sinner. Second serve. 40 love. As Sinner gets the game. 1-1. Norway hits it out on the return. It's 1-1. Is Djokovic fit or still injured? Djokovic is fine at the moment. We'll see if it makes any difference. We'll see what happens later. So far, he looks fine. And he said as much. So, I don't think we can be saying anything different. As far as I can tell, he's not got a leg. His leg's not strapped up, so he should be okay. 15 love. Uh, 15 love. Djokovic serves again. As return goes to the forehand of Djokovic, backhand from Sinner. Into the forehand of Djokovic, it's Sinner backhand. Into the backhand of Djokovic, to the forehand of Sinner as Sinner hits a lovely winner down the line, 15-0. All right. 15-0. As the backhand goes into the backhand of Sinner. Djokovic back on the stretch. Goes long. 15-30. Chance for a break point to start us off here. 15-30. And the default second serve. As the return goes to the backhand of Djokovic. Sinner with the backhand again. The backhand of Djokovic. Into the backhand of Sinner. Djokovic backhand down the line. Sinner's there with a slice. Goes into the forehand of Djokovic. And Sinner backhand pass. Djokovic comes in with a half volley pickup. Sinner gets with a lob. Djokovic wasn't ready. He's going to hit a tweener, but it goes wide. Sinner's got break points. I don't think Djokovic thought Sinner was going to get to that drop shot. He kind of waited, and then he thought, oh, well, Sinner's going to hit it out if he does get there, and Sinner hit a lob like Alcaraz. Djokovic was just kind of caught by surprise. Yeah, he sort of hesitated and then went the wrong way, and then 15-40. Sinner with break points. Djokovic serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sinner. Return goes back into Djokovic. Sinner backhand. Down the line to the forehand of Djokovic. It's Sinner forehand. Again to the forehand of Djokovic. Sinner forehand again. Into that Djokovic backhand. Djokovic in the net. There's the break. Sinner 2-1. Takes the break. 2-1. No big deal. Novak is a vintage machine. He needs a bit of time to warm up. Okay. All right. Sinner breaks. Sinner with the break. Whoops. All right. No way that elbow is a problem if he's hitting forehands like that. See, but the thing is, with the elbow, it was fine until it wasn't, right? So he was hitting great against Shelton, and then all of a sudden, that one shank and his elbow started hurting. So like, I don't think you can't just say like his elbow's fine. And it's going to be fine. Something might happen. Hopefully it doesn't. But his elbow is not... Like, at the moment, it's fine. Yes. But we saw with Shelton, there was times when he shanked it and he started to be hurting. And that's when Djokovic might have a chance. If Sinner's elbow does, not saying that that's the only way Djokovic wins, because he could obviously win on his own. But again, Sinner's elbow is not yes or no. It's not good or bad. It could be good the whole time. It could be good and then bad for a little bit. I mean, we saw that against Shelton. It was good for the majority of the match, but it was also pretty bad when it was bad in the middle of those sets, second and thirds. All right, 2-1. So we can't just say like, oh yeah, Sinner's fine. He's great now. Yeah. And by the way, we talked about this the other day. He's going to be fine because it's the start of the match. He's just had painkillers or whatever he's had. He's going to be fine. He's just warmed up. He's just starting. But the longer the match goes, the more wear on the elbow, the more those painkillers might wear off, or whatever he had before the match might wear off. And it might get worse. It might hurt down the track the longer the match goes. But again, it might be fine. Like, that's what is so weird about this injury. It's because he looked great against Shelton, but then also one shank and he couldn't hold his racket. All right, 30 love. So he's an ace, 40 love. Sinner in 3. Cam, stop trying to make a game of it. Okay. All right, buddy. All right. Why don't you say something insightful? Go on. You say something. Go on. Say something intelligent. Go on. 40 love. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. To go to 3-1. Serving to the back end of Sinner. Someone say Alcaraz. Don't say Alcaraz. I get mucked up. I'm not as smart as the people in chat. 40-15. That goes out by Sinner. There is no way Sinner is serving 130 with an elbow injury. Some of you just... Is anybody... Hello? Is anybody listening? Hello? Is this microphone even on? Chrissy, wake up, all right? 40-15. I swear this thing is not even on. Is it on? Mia, where Mia left? Anyways, double fault, 40-30. Hello. What's up? What's up? All right, 40-30. Still a chance for Sinner to consolidate. As the return goes out by Djokovic. 3-1 Sinner. 3-1. 3-1. The giraffe Sinner is not injured. If you're injured, you can't serve 130 miles an hour serves. Chat. Maybe I was I just talking to myself, like in my head? Did I? 3-1. As the return goes out by Sinner, and it's 15 love. $15 love. People are not listening. 15 love. As we get an ace down the tee, 30 love. 30 love. So down to the back and the Sinner in there, 40 love. Nole to get his second game of the match. Cam, it looks like you miss sleep over the opinions of sheep. Yeah, I always, like, that's one of my biggest issues is, like, I grab everything everyone says in chat and I replay it in my mind 24/7. I dream about what happens in chat. I constantly... I just can't, like, I always, like, like, the second I'm offline, I'm reading the chat in the replay. And I remember all of it. By the way, why would you, like, just shit on everybody, like, by calling them sheep? There's no sheep here. Everyone's a free, independent thinker. There's no sheep. Everybody's just thinking for themselves. That'd be mean. All right. 3-2. Sinner with a break. Are you British? Not today. All right. Sinner with a break. 3-2. Jay.
Isn't it crazy that in a tournament full of either the defending champ, the world number one, or a GOAT will lift the trophy on Sunday? Exploding head.
Perfect finale to this tournament. Thank you for the $2. All right. Can you please call us all sheeple and attain maximum cringe? No, I will not do that. 15 love. 15 love. $15 love. Please stop spamming. God damn it. 15 love as a return from Djokovic goes long, and it's 30 love. 30 love. $30 love as we serve again from Sinner. Sinner serves again. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Return the forehand of Sinner. Djokovic backhand pass. Goes long. 40 love. 40 love. It's weird because I feel like we're all just waiting for... I don't know. Like, this is a weird match so far. Like, it's very... Even the crowd are very quiet. They're all like, what's going on? Because I think we're bracing ourselves for 5, right? We're all expecting this to go 5, so we're not going to get too crazy in the first game. Well, the first set might just be like, okay. Sort of just suss it out, you know? As a return goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Backhand out from Sinner to the backhand of Djokovic. Sinner with a forehand cross. Djokovic gets on the stretch. Sinner backhand cross. Djokovic gets there with a slice, but it's in the net, and it's 4-2 Sinner. 4-2 Sinner. Weird in what way? I don't know. Like, it's just weird. It just feels like we're not... Like, it doesn't seem like this match has begun. Like, we're waiting for something to happen. Even though there's already been a break, it's like, yeah, okay, something's happened. But it's not like... I don't know. It's just a strange vibe around the stadium. As Djokovic serves out wide and volleys. All right, but the half volley in the net. It's love 15. Also, it doesn't seem like Djokovic has sort of started yet. Also, by the way, very fast set of tennis for Djokovic because 20 minutes, we're already into the 7th game. That usually doesn't happen. Usually we get to the 7th game in like 30, 40 minutes. So this has been a very quick match, which is unlike Djokovic matches. We're not used to seeing Djokovic play matches this quickly, which maybe it's a bad thing. Maybe that's why he is down a break, because it's going too quick. The tempo's off, you know? Sinner return goes in the net. It's 15-all. It just seems a little too simple right now. Everything's going too quick, and Sinner's winning. Like, it didn't feel like he really had to struggle to get the break. He kind of just got it, and we're like, oh, okay. So that happened. 15-all. Serve into the forehand of Sinner. Forehand from Djokovic, cross-court winner, and it's 30-15. It kind of feels like the first set with Alcaraz and Fritz. Early break, hold, set. Like, that's what it feels like. It kind of feels like that. Like, Sinner just has to hold, and it'll be a 6-4 set. It's weird. It just has that same kind of vibe. Thomas.
I don't get people. It's not that hard to understand an injured elbow being well enough while playing, but all you need is to tweak it, then it goes downhill from there.
100%. Thank you for the $10, and exactly what I'm saying. As we had a 4-4 rally, Djokovic hits it deep into the forehand of Sinner. Forehand Djokovic down the line. Sinner with the backhand on the stretch. Goes into the slice of Djokovic, who hits a drop shot. Sinner gets it with a passing shot winner, and it's 30-all. Man, Sinner is cruising. 30-all. And it just doesn't feel like Djokovic has started the match yet. Like, it just doesn't seem like he's sort of... He's just kind of... Looks like he's just warming up. It's weird. 30-all. As we default second serve. Second serve, Djokovic. Serve to the back and a Sinner. Return goes out. It's 40-30. Why does Cam's emoji in the super chat look like he's wearing lipstick? Because I am. 40-30. As we just serve to the backhand of Sinner. Good return. Djokovic goes down the line. Sinner with a forehand on the stretch. As Djokovic forehand cross court. Sinner gets it. Goes down the line. The backhand of Djokovic. Into the backhand of Sinner, who goes down the line for... Oh, it's long. All right. Sinner with a break. 4-3. Sinner with the break. 4-3. All right, how are we doing, chap? What's the temperature in London? It's hot. It is warm in London. Sinner is scary, but Djokovic isn't scared of anyone or anything. Yep, true. Why the disrespect to this man? Nah, it's the internet. People who have no... It's just... The internet is probably the most disrespectful place in the world, on the planet. It's the internet. Respect. Leave your respect at the door. Fritz can beat Sinner this form. Well, Fritz is not playing. He lost to Alcaraz. Sorry to spoil the fun. Djokovic is playing good. Sinner is just playing better. Yeah, it's a solid match. It's just it's strange because it just seems a little too easy. It's too straightforward. Nothing's happened. You know? Who's going to win today? Answer me, anyone. Yeah, somebody answer that guy. 4-3. Thank you, Mock. Appreciate it. As the return goes into the back and a Sinner. Djokovic forehand on the stretch. He slipped over Nole and overhit it. It's 15-love. He's all right, though. 15-love. Still 30 degrees in London? Okay, there you go. Dumbest thing to say on the internet is I bet you wouldn't say that to my face. Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay. True, yeah. I feel like on the internet, you just can't take things so serious. Just people aren't trying to, I don't know. It's a weird place that nobody's themselves, I guess, but well, there's not many people are themselves. It's just a fantasy land. The internet's just a virtual world. It's not real. Not really real. If I was talking to 7,500 people right now, I'd definitely be way more nervous than I am. Bjorn Borg in the house. 15-love. Bjorn Borg, god of cricket. Does he play? I didn't know he played. 40-love. Good serving from Sinner. $40-love, and this crowd don't know what to do. 40-love. Serve is an ace. 5-3, Sinner with the lead. 5-3. I'm here on my TV, but only now signed in to stream with the chat on my phone. How are all the Ham Fam regulars? Hey, Colin. Welcome. Everybody say hi to Colin. Hi, Colin. All right, 5-3. Djokovic serving to stay in the set. As the return goes to forehand to Djokovic. Djokovic in the net. Love 15. Love 15. As the return goes in the backhand of Djokovic. Half volley pickup's good, but Sinner gets it and hits it wide. 15 all. Nice work from Sinner, but it was too good from Djokovic in the end. 15 all. As Djokovic serves a let. Serve out wide. The forehand to Sinner. Return goes to forehand to Djokovic, who hits it in the net. 15-30. It's just so many errors. I think that's why nobody's getting into this, because there's just so many errors. There just hasn't been any, too many crazy rallies, but yeah, a lot of errors. A lot of just ball in the net. Ball goes wide. It's just very, I don't know. It's weird. All right. As the return goes in, the volley of Djokovic. Sinner puts up a lob. That goes in. Djokovic puts up a lob. Sinner's going to hit a smash. Djokovic gets there with the backhand. Sinner backhand from the baseline now. Djokovic drop shot again. Sinner gets with a forehand. Djokovic puts up another lob, and then Sinner puts away that smash. 15-40. Sinner with a 2-set points to take the first set. Does anyone else think that this is a weird, strange match? It's weird. I don't know what I expected. Maybe that's because that's why I'm finding it weird. Because I don't know. We think Djokovic is going to get better, right? Well, this is going to be like last year's final. Ace out wide. It is strange. Yeah, it just seems a little too easy. 30-40. Still set point for Sinner. All right. First serve, the fault, second serve. Into the forehand of Sinner. Return goes forehand to Djokovic. Sinner backhand. Into the net. We get the deuce. We get the deuce. Djokovic serves. Into the forehand of Sinner. Return goes wide. Advantage Djokovic to make Sinner serve for the set. There's a fault from Djokovic, second serve. Serve to the forehand of Sinner. Return goes in the backhand of Djokovic. Sinner forehand cross is a winner. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, serve again. Is an ace from Nole. Advantage Djokovic. Cam, how on earth did LeBron James get his own Barbie / Ken doll before you did? What's this world coming to? 3-1 Sinner, 500 bet. Huh? What are you talking about? Advantage Sinner. Djokovic. 4-0 from Djokovic in the net. We're back to deuce. Novak is not looking as fast today. That's why he lost that last game. Okay. Novak looking so subdued, so flat. Yeah, that's probably the energy not coming from Norway. That's probably the biggest. Maybe that's why everything feels so weird. He seems very quiet. Is it a fault second serve? Second serve. Into the back end of Sinner. Return goes for Djokovic, who hits it out. Advantage Sinner to take the first set. 32 minutes. It's also been a quick set, which again is very un-Djokovic-like. He usually takes his time with this stuff and usually plays long. Even if he goes down 6-3, it's usually a longer set than 30 minutes. As Djokovic serves. A fault second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sinner. Return goes back into Djokovic. Djokovic hits it out. Sinner first set. 6-3. I don't know. You know what it might be, though? Because it is hot. Maybe Djokovic is trying to just not, exert himself too much. Saving energy? Yeah, is that so weird to think? He's not, trying to, not that obviously it didn't work because he's losing, but he can't go down 2 sets of love. Maybe he can, but I don't think he can, and then come back in this weather. But maybe because it's hot, he's just kind of I'm not going to shout because I don't want to waste my energy. I don't know. Not saving energy by losing the set. That is not what I said. Saving energy by not exerting himself and using emotional energy. And screaming and shouting when he doesn't necessarily feel the need to. He'll need to scream and shout in the second set, though. You know what this feels like? It kind of feels like the Australian Open semi from last year, except with the difference being last year when it happened in the semis of the Australian Open, we're all like, what the hell is going on? Sinners are crazy. Oh, my God. This time around, we're like, oh, yeah, okay. Sinner's number one, so it's not as weird. But it has that. It kind of feels like that match. When the first 2 sets, Sinner was just winning easily, and we're like, what is going on? Why is this so one-sided? It was too easy. That set was too easy for Sinner. It's weird. The crowd are bored. Yeah, the first match was energetic and exciting. So, Djokovic needs to start competing. Hey, Emma Raducanu's there to watch Sinner and Djokovic. She just arrived. She's watching Sinner and Djokovic. She just got there right now. The first time she has been at the tennis today. For Djokovic and Sinner. She just got here. Just right now. She wasn't here before. She walked in right now. Only for this match. $15 Sinner serving first and second. Nobody cares. Get a life. No. I'm telling you, Ollie. You asked me earlier if Raducanu was there, and I said no, but she is there now. I'm telling you because you asked me before. Remember? $15. You're pretending like you. I know you're trying to be cool and be like, oh, nobody cares, but just so you know, she's there. Just so you know, because I know you I know you don't want to sound like you want to know that, but I get it. I don't care either. Chad, I'm cool too. Yeah, who cares? Who cares? Get on with the match. $30. Talk about the match. 40 love Sinner. Sinner serves. And the return goes in the forehand to Sinner. Sinner puts it away. 1 love Sinner in the second. You know what I'm thinking, Chad? I'm thinking of that meme with the guy with the stick and he's just poking and he's like, do something. That's where we're at right now. Come on. Come on. Do something. Do something. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do something. 1 love Sinner in the second. Novak is saving his energy for the US Open. That's a good one. No, Djokovic serves. Forehand to forehand rally. As Sinner goes down the middle of the backhand of Djokovic. Sinner backhand on the stretch. As Sinner goes cross court into the forehand of Djokovic. And Djokovic in the net. Again, he's hitting so many shots in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. Djokovic serves again. Into the forehand of Sinner. Return goes back into Djokovic. Sinner backhand. Into the backhand of Djokovic. The forehand of Sinner. As Djokovic backhand again. Sinner forehand cross. Djokovic gets on the stretch. Sinner backhand cross. Djokovic gets the backhand again to the backhand of Sinner. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Sinner down the line. Djokovic forehand on the stretch. Goes in the forehand of Sinner. Sinner puts away the winner. That's just too good. Love 30. I mean, that's just too good. Love 30. Emma Raducanu thought it was a great rally, by the way. Yep. Just in case anybody cared. Love 30. As Djokovic serves again. Is an ace down the tee. All right, 15-30. Serve to the forehand of Sinner. Return goes back into Djokovic. Sinner forehand cross. Goes long. 30-all. Like Djokovic doesn't even look angry at what's going on. I think that's the concern, right? It's like if Djokovic was pissed off at his performance, and we've talked about this in the past when Djokovic has looked just content with the result. Like he doesn't seem bothered. He seems flat, right? Emotionless. He's like, Like if he was pissed off, at least, it looks like he cares. But at the moment, he's just kind of like, yeah, you got me again with a backhand winner. 30-40. It's weird. That's what's weird. He's just kind of like, whatever. And he's been like that from the start, which is weird. Because usually, at least competitive early. Djokovic is kind of like, yeah, this guy's too good for me. Like, he's accepting it. Which is not like that's not how Djokovic became the greatest of all time. As he serves a fault second serve. Unless he expected Sinner to be worse than he is, I don't know. Maybe he was expecting Sinner to hit the ball slower than he is. I don't know. Anyways, return for Sinner goes to the forehand of Djokovic. Djokovic hits it out. Sinner's got the break in the second. All right, 2-love. Sinner with a set and a break. Divot.
Why can't Djokovic touch Sinner's first serve?
Yeah, I don't know. Thank you for the donation. 2-love Sinner in the second. This has turned into a flop. I know, right? it's just so, yeah, I mean, it's been an underwhelming match for the neutral fans, at least. Maybe not for the Sinner fans. Sinner fans love this. I'll tell you this. Oh, Djokovic got lucky with the net cord, and it's love 15. If Sinner does get through this in straights, that is the best preparation for Alcaraz. To get to Alcaraz, by not having to exert yourself, that would be a hell of an effort to get through this in easy fashion. As it a serve into the forehand of Djokovic. Djokovic in the net. 15-0. By the way, to all the people that are saying like, oh, well, it's because this and that and the other. Djokovic beat a lot of younger players. It's not like Djokovic beat only guys in the top, like who are 35. And now all of a sudden he's playing a young 20-year-old or 23-year-old. And it's like, oh, now he's playing a young guy. He played a young guy in the last round. He played Demonor, who's like mid-20s. He played, the only old guy he played was Evans. So let's not pretend like it's, oh, well, Djokovic is old today. Huh? More likely because Sinner's better than Caboli. 30-15. So we don't need to use his age as an excuse. By the way, Rami Malek looks bored as hell. He's going to fall asleep like Hugh. 30-15. Ace down the tee. 40-15. Also, yeah, Dimitrov nearly beat Sinner at and he's in 35. So I mean, an older player can beat Sinner. Well, we almost saw it. So when I say old, I mean tennis. In tennis years, he's like 90. All right. We went through this earlier in the week. Tennis years. 35 is old in tennis years. Great serving Sinner. 3-love. Underwhelming is this the name of the word of the match? Underwhelming. Underwhelming. Can I swim? Okay, what? Why? Novak saving his energy for match point down, then he'll turn it around? Oh, that makes so much sense. And here I was thinking he wasn't trying. We can talk about his Nole's level is bad, but Sinner's level is so good right now. Yeah, Sinner, by the way, we're talking about how Djokovic is just not he's not even here right now. But Sinner is playing well. Sinner is playing really well. And I think maybe Djokovic thought that Sinner wasn't going to be playing this well. Maybe he thought Sinner was more hurt than he had anticipated. But Sinner's playing as well as he would if he didn't have that strap thing on his arm, Sinner hasn't shown any signs of discomfort from the elbow yet. He hasn't, nothing. Sinner is playing like he did at Roland Garros against Djokovic. And I think maybe Djokovic wasn't expecting Sinner to be, playing like nothing was wrong. Stop with the injury BS. There's no one injured. Okay, so then Sinner's just wearing an accessory on his arm because he wants to look cool. He just wants to look cool. He's wearing a sleeve because it's cool. The strapping on his arm is there because it makes him look tough. Yeah. 15-love. Sinner's an attention seeker. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's exactly who he is. Yeah. That seems, yeah. If I was to say attention seeker, first thing I think of was Jannik Sinner. Yeah. Yeah, that's all he wants. By the way, don't call it a magic sleeve. I don't know why, but that doesn't sound right. 30-love. Serve to the backhand of Sinner. Volley from Djokovic is good, but Sinner with a passing shot in the net. 40-love. Djokovic serve volleying a little bit here as well, shortening points, which is strange. 40-love. Hey, thank you more for the donation. Appreciate it.
Emma update. Is she still at the match?
Sorry, Ollie, was that you? Oh, Azza, thank you for the donation. I'll get back to you. I can't see her right now. I don't know if she's there, but I'll let you know. 40-15. There's a bit of serve down the tee. The backhand of Sinner. Return goes into the backhand of Djokovic. Sinner, forehand cross court. Djokovic gets it into the forehand of Sinner. As Djokovic forehand goes in for a win across court. All right. That gave the crowd something to cheer about. 3-1 Sinner with a center break. Wowza.
Commentators saying the heat and the fall that Noel had a few days ago are the possible reason for his performance. Shame that it's playing out this way. Can't see Noel winning another Grand Slam.
Yeah, I don't think it's the leg as much as the heat. I don't know if it's the leg. He's moving fine. He's stretching fine. It's just that he's not. He doesn't want to. It doesn't seem like he wants to exert himself, emotionally or physically. So, but he's stretching around like it's fine. Like he was doing some like in the first set he was reaching really hard for some crazy shots that would have stretched the leg. So I think the leg's fine. There doesn't seem like he's not limping or anything. Like it doesn't seem like the leg's a problem. It feels like it may be the heat. He may just not want to push himself too early and waste energy. But it's like, well, now what? Now like you kind of if you want to you kind of need to push yourself now. You're losing 15-0. He cancelled his practices. That was yesterday. I think he practiced this morning though, but he cancelled his practice yesterday. Yeah. But so did Sinner before the Shelton match, and he still played. So, like, I think Djokovic cancelling practice yesterday was more of just, like, to rest. He didn't cancel the practice today, as far as I can tell. I saw photos of him, like, warming up and stuff this morning. So, I think that was just maybe precautionary as Sinner hits a winner down the line, 30-15. Struggling with the heat. Yeah, I think it might be more heat related. That the heat, he doesn't want to push himself in the heat, but again, like if not now, then when? I mean, 2 sets of love down. I mean, are you going to come back from that? Like against Sinner. I mean, he did it once, right? He did it before, but that was different Sinner. 40-15. Sinner cruising. By the way, if Sinner wins this match, he will have gone to every Grand Slam final in the last 4 finals. Like, that's pretty crazy. I know we talk about Alcaraz and his madness and ace out wide 4-1, but like Sinner's about to complete the finals of slams in the span of like 12 months. I mean, he made a final in Australia last year, and then in the last 4 slams, he's made the final of every slam. Like, that was very, very quick. Suddenly, who would have thought that Sinner was going to make the final of every slam before Alcaraz? Like, 2 years, like even 12 months ago, you would have thought, oh yeah, Alcaraz is probably going to make the slam final, every slam final first. But then Sinner's about to do it in 4 in a row. Like, that's crazy. Not many players have done that. Alcaraz hasn't done that. All right. One thing you can't beat is time. Why do we do this every day? Every time Djokovic starts to lose, we always talk about his age. We don't mention his age when he played the quarterfinals, but today he is like. Why do we do this? Can we stop doing this? Yes, he's old for tennis, 38, but like he's not playing old today. He's not walking around like he's 150. He's just not. I don't know, not interested. Why do we always do this? We do it every time Djokovic starts to lose. We're like, oh, well, he's old. That's because he's old. Hang on. Then, okay, then how did he beat Kaboli? How come he's only old when he plays players that are in the top 2? Like, why is he old after? Like, oh yeah, Fritz can't beat Sinner and Alcaraz too. Do we call him old? Is he old? Like, why do we just? His level has dropped below these guys, or these guys are ahead of him now. I don't know if we can keep saying that it's because of his age. We always have to talk about his age. Because he's old. He was old in the quarterfinals too. I mean, he's only aged 2 extra days. Like, he's 2 days older from that, but he was still old then, as now. 2 extra days is not that much. Serve and volley, 40 love. He's old for a final? Hang on, was it 2 days ago everyone was talking about how, like, oh my God, at 38, how amazing. But now he's, like, too old for a final? Like, but Federer did this. Federer was in finals at this age. So, I mean, so was other names that I can't think. Rosewill, right? Back in the day, he was in the finals at, like, 40. I don't think we can blame the age today. I think today he just doesn't seem interested. Or, more likely, he's just doesn't want to push himself too hard to start the match. But it's, again, I say, it's when, if he's not going to push himself now, then when? 4-2, he aces down the tee. Like, what's he waiting for? Because that's what it does feel like, he's waiting for something. Like, he's waiting for Sinner to make a mistake, or he's waiting for himself to hit a shot, to yell. Like, it's like we're all waiting, because this doesn't usually happen. We're waiting for him to do something. The crowd's waiting for something to happen. He's waiting for something, but then all of a sudden he's down 2 sets to love. It's like, well, waste of time. Like, what's he waiting for, you reckon? He hasn't really had an opportunity, but he's got to create them against Sinner. You can't just wait for Sinner to give you free points. That's not what Sinner does. You've got to create chances against Sinner. Serving to the front of Djokovic. Djokovic goes back into Sinner. Sinner hits a wide. Okay, there's a free point, though. I lied. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. The crowd are starting to get into it because they want a match. By the way, Chad, is Leo DiCaprio still there? Does anyone know? We need a Leo update. Or did Raducanu take his seat? Serve. There's a backhand from Djokovic in the net. Good serve. Sinner, 15-all. Father Time is undefeated and stops for no one. Why do we always... That's so... I'm sick of hearing that. Can we make up a different... That Father Time stops for no one. Okay, we get it. We all die. It's sad. 15-all. Like, come on now. Can we come up with something better? Father Time's under... We get it! Why am I so angry? I'm not angry. I just want a good match. This was supposed to be 5 sets. Luckily, we had a 4-setter in the last match. It wasn't a flop. I expected more from this. This is disappointing. And I picked Sinner to win, so you'd think I'd be excited. But I'm not. I want a match. 30-15. Sinner serves. Djokovic hits a forehand return, but it goes long. 40-15. 40-15. Pardon me. Serve again. Into the back and Djokovic. Sinner with a forehand. The forehand of Djokovic in the net. 5-2 Sinner in the second. Okay. How are we doing, chat? Are we hanging in there? Are we asleep yet? Where's Hugh Grant? Anybody checked on Hugh? He'd definitely be asleep today. I fell asleep 10 times already? Okay. Shit, that's excessive. I watched the new Superman movie. It was amazing. Oh, cool. I have to go see it. More.
Marry me. We can be married in Paris and be sick of the sight of each other by Christmas, but it will be months full of passion. Say you will be totally mad for me. I do have false teeth. Is that a deal breaker?
You donated £20 for that? Leo's back, by the way. To more important news, Leo's back. Thank you for the £20. I cannot be bought. Also, I'm already married, so sorry. You're too late. Okay, 5-2. Sinner with a set and a break. As Djokovic serves a fault. Second serve. As the backhand slice from Djokovic in the net. Love 15. Love 15. By the way, if you were joking, terrible joke. You need to write better material. Thank you for the £20, but also that was a very expensive joke that didn't land. I don't think you need better material. Just don't donate and write jokes. Backhand volley from Djokovic is good, but Sinner's better and puts away the easy volley win. I love 30. Love 30. Sinner trying to get this 2 sets to love lead. All right, love 30. Yeah, Djokovic's son is like, what the hell? Serve. Down the tee. Djokovic gets the point. 15-30. Sinner Cluster Bowl Demon doesn't deserve the title. That was funny. 30 all. See, that was a joke. That was a good joke. That was funny. 30 all. Serve to the back of the Sinner. Return goes in the front of Djokovic. Sinner 4 under the stretch. Is a winner down the line. Set point Sinner. 30-40. I tell you, if Sinner shows up like this against Alcaraz, we got a match. We got a crazy ass final. All right, 30-40. As Djokovic shows an ace, he saves it. We get the deuce. We get to deuce. As we served down the tee from Djokovic is another ace. Advantage Nole. To take the game and make Sinner serve for the set. As we default second serve. Serve into the forehand of Sinner. Djokovic with the half volley. Into the forehand of Sinner. Djokovic with a diving volley. But Sinner gets there with a slice backhand winner. Oh, he could have just let it go in. I mean, why do you have to ruin the good shot by Nole? Deuce. That was a great shot from Djokovic. And then Sinner's like, no. Let me win the point. No. Let Djokovic have a highlight rally. So greedy. All right, Deuce. Sinner ruined it. It's great. It was a great volley. All right, Deuce. All right, first serve is a let. Djokovic serves again. Ooh. Sinner returning the net. Advantage Djokovic. Advantage Djokovic. By the way, chat, I don't want to be I'm not going to say it. We'll say it after this set. I'll talk about it after this set. And remind me in the next set to talk about Djokovic. As he serves a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sinner. Backhand of Djokovic to the forehand of Sinner. As Djokovic forehand in the net, we get back to deuce. And there's just bugs or grass. What the hell's all that shit going flying around? All right, deuce. Good serve. Sinner hits it out on the return. Advantage Djokovic. Seven to the back and Sinner. Forehand from Nole is wide and it's back to deuce. Back to deuce. By the way, everyone else has got a fan blowing, like just waving in front of their face, and Bjorn Borg is just sitting there, not giving him any care. Great pickup by Sinner, but Djokovic slice winner down the line. Advantage Djokovic. Advantage Djokovic. To make Sinner serve for a 2-sets-to-love lead. As a default second serve. As Djokovic serves a let. Borg is the Iceman. True. No wonder he's not sweating. Serve to the backhand of Sinner. Return goes to the backhand slice of Djokovic, who hits it in the net. We're back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. Then he serves a big serve down the tee, and it's advantage Djokovic. Advantage Djokovic. Serve again. The backhand of Sinner. Djokovic backhand to the forehand of Sinner. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Is Sinner backhand in the net. Djokovic holds. All right. 5-3. Sinner's going to serve for a 2-sets-to-love lead. All right. For a 2-sets-to-love lead in just over an hour. It's only been an hour and 6 minutes. If this was a 3-setter, this would be over. This would be so quick. An hour and 6 minutes. And we're almost at 2 sets to love Sinner. That's unheard of. It's unheard of for Djokovic. Sinner serves. Is a fault. Second serve. I'll tell you what, if Djokovic is waiting for something, he needs to start using whatever he's waiting for now. What magic trick he has to use it now. Double fault, that's the magic. The magic is making him double fault, love 15. Like, if Djokovic is waiting to do some crazy-ass shit, it's right now. This is it. This is the time that he pulls the rabbit out of the hat. Love 15. Sinner serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Sinner backhand. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Sinner backhand again. To the slice of Djokovic. A Sinner. Forehand again to the backhand of Djokovic. Into the forehand of Sinner. There's Djokovic forehand down the line. Sinner's there with the backhand. Into the slice of Djokovic. Sinner backhand. Again to the backhand of Djokovic. Down the line's good. Sinner gets on the stretch. Djokovic in control. But hits it in the net. 15-all. $15-all. He had that shot too. 15-all. And with a serve again. Now wide the forehand of Djokovic. Djokovic to the net. 30-15. 30-15. Serve again. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Return goes out. 40-15. Nole to take. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was just a habit. I'm so used to saying that. I've been watching him so long. 40-15. Sinner for a 2 sets to love lead. He serves an ace and he gets a 2 sets to love lead. 6-3, 6-3. Jannik Sinner. Now, chat, we have to talk about the obvious thing. Djokovic has got the trainer on court, so let's just talk about that for a second. No, he doesn't have any strapping on his leg, but he is talking to the trainer about his leg. Again, I don't... He doesn't have any strapping on the leg, so I don't know if the leg... I don't know. I don't even know. Chat. He's getting to the semifinals of majors, right? Which is amazing at 38, right? We know that's amazing. It's an amazing effort. But when he comes up against these guys, recently, talking Wimbledon final last year, I'm talking this and Roland Garros, he's not real. I mean, he beat Alcaraz at the Australian Open, but it was more Alcaraz, not winning than Djokovic, Djokovic overcoming injury and doing well there. But Alcaraz shouldn't have lost that match, right? He knows that too. Is Djokovic going to be content with just making the semis? When he has nothing to prove. He's got nothing to prove. He doesn't need to do anything. He doesn't need to win it again. He doesn't need to do nothing. He's done everything he needs to do in the whole sport. Is making the semis and losing to these guys, is that good enough to keep going? Is it Is it worth still going on to do that? Or is it win the slam or don't play? Like, is it all or nothing? Or is it just like make the semis and lose to Sinner? Make the semis and lose to whoever, right? I mean, like what's it? He's competitive against, I mean, that's the thing though. He's still making the semis, right? And maybe, just maybe, somebody, kicks Sinner out like Dimitrov almost did. Or maybe someone beats Alcaraz. I don't know. We're so used to seeing Djokovic win. So seeing him not win when he has nothing to prove, you're like, well, what are we doing? I don't know. Like, what's he playing for? What's left? And also, Djokovic fans, it's more asking you, do you want to see him play? The answer is probably yes, right? Even if he loses to these guys, you still want to see him play. But it's like, want to cry, Cam? Lol. Why would I want to cry? I picked Sinner. But I'm asking, you're obviously not a Djokovic fan, so shut your mouth. I'm talking to the other people. He wants 25? I don't think he said that. Dude's always hurt against Alcaraz and Sinner. He wasn't hurt of the French. He might get one with a lucky draw. Yeah, because I don't know the answer, but it's not my answer to give. But I would say that if it's only Alcaraz, if it's only Sinner stopping him, and we saw Sinner almost lose this week, if you're in the semis and Sinner's the guy that stops you, but he could also get stopped, then it's probably worth still going. Because you might avoid Sinner, right? There might be an opportunity for Djokovic to not have to play Sinner or not play Alcaraz, right? Because Alcaraz isn't a short thing to make finals all the time either. Look at Australia, look at US Open, right? So, yeah. I don't know. Because he is making the semis, so it's like, well, he's not like playing bad. He's not losing early, and it's like, well, what is he playing for? He's losing to qualies. He's only losing to the best player on the planet in the semis of a slam, so he's obviously still super competitive until he gets to this stage. As we an ace out wide from Djokovic, 15 love. I don't know. I think maybe we're disappointed because we thought this would be closer. Serving to the back in the center, return goes to the net, 30 love. 30 love. By the way, I know that the comments are going to be, Cam, he's injured, that's why he's losing. Okay, then how was he injured against Alcaraz at the Australian Open and still won? How was he injured at every other tournament that he's ever played with an injury and still won? But today, the injury is the thing that's stopping him. He's played with worse injuries. He's played with worse things. He got to the final last year with a knee injury. Well, he had surgery and then he got to the final. Now, I know Sinner's different than blah, blah, blah. But, like, I don't think you can be talking like, oh, well, his leg is basically falling off. It's like, no, it's not. He has no strapping on his hip. He just got a massage for it to loosen it up. Is it 100%? Probably not. But I don't think that's why he's losing. Because he played with a torn friggin' thigh, hamstring, whatever it was against Alcaraz, and he won. So we know Djokovic doesn't... He plays with injury, he wins with injuries. But this is like non-competitive. So it can't just be all about Djokovic's leg. Why are people wearing a three-piece suit in the heat? I don't know. Because they want to get into the Royal Box. Yeah, the heat. I feel like the heat is probably more of a factor. But then, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like he's like I don't know what he's. Seems like he's waiting for something to happen. But Sinner puts away the volley. I don't know. Like when he's injured, he goes all out still. Like he still plays all out. Or when he's tired, he puts on way more of an effort. It just doesn't seem like the effort's there, and I don't know why. Besides that, okay, his leg might be sore, it gets worse, and he's 38 and he never can play again because of that. I mean, that's an extreme point of view, and I don't think that's accurate, but it's like, well, it doesn't make sense that he is not showing any fight. Like, he's not fighting. There's no fight today. 30 love. Like, where's the Djokovic that fights through adversity? That's, be it weather or injury, whatever it is. Where has he gone? He's waiting for Sinner to give him free games, and that doesn't happen. $30 love. Backhand return goes in the backhand of Sinner. Djokovic forehand passing shot. It's too good. 30-15. Finally, some emotion. A little shake of the racket from Djokovic. All right. Great shot. 30-15. All right, Sinner serves a let. Sinner serves a fault, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Djokovic. Backhand from Sinner in the net. It's 30 all. 30 all. Maybe he's planning to retire after the US Open and doesn't want to overexert himself to the point that he could miss that. Oh, Josh, Josh, that's not a terrible take. That's a problem. It's probably not the. It's definitely a hot take, but I don't think it's the worst thing. Yeah. Anyway, Sinner puts it away, and it's 40-30. Sorry, it's 30-40. Sinner made an error. My bad. The crowd went wild because they want to see tennis. I'm just having a look here. Is there any Serbia playing Davis Cup this year, or are they out of it for good? Until next year, I think, right? Because I was thinking maybe he wants to go play Davis Cup for Serbia and he doesn't want to get injured for that later in the year. I don't know. But I'll tell you, that wasn't a worst take. Now it's 30-40, break point for Djokovic, the first of the day. As Sinner serves, Djokovic returns a forehand into the forehand of Sinner. Sinner in the net. There it is. There's the break. All right, Djokovic shakes the racket. Okay. There's some fight. Djokovic with the break. 2-love in the third. And the crowd love it. They're like, yes. Let's keep doing that. Okay. 2-love Djokovic in the third. As the return goes in the back and it's forehand Sinner. Forehand from Djokovic. Again, the forehand Sinner. Sinner hits it out. 15-love. $15-love. All right, serve again. Into the back and a Sinner. Volley from Djokovic is too good. 30-love. 30 love. $30 love. As a default second serve. As the return goes into the backhand now of Djokovic. Backhand from Sinner. To the backhand of Djokovic. And Sinner backhand again. Into the backhand of Djokovic. To the backhand of Sinner as Djokovic forehand in the nets. 30-15. 30-15. $30-15. As the return goes out by Sinner, 40-15. All right. By the way, shout out to everybody watching over on Twitch. I see you as well. Say hi if you're over there. I see you. Hello. What's up? Follow us on Twitch chat if you haven't already. As we're going to now from Djokovic. Cross court in the slice of Sinner. As Djokovic forehand. Into the forehand of Sinner again. Goes in the net. And Djokovic goes to 3 love in the third. Go follow us on Twitch if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 5,000 followers over there. All right. Djokovic leads. 3-0. What's going on over on Twitch? How you doing? I see you there. Salty Dog and Minna. LeBron. What has happened? Djokovic broke and everything came back to life. It smells like match fixing to me. Well, you need to go to the doctors and get that checked out. That sounds serious. Maybe he can do it. If he comes back from 2 sets of love down and even makes it to a fifth, considering all the experts in the chat talking about how bad his injury was, I mean, it would be wild. It would be a medical miracle if he came back into a fifth set with Djokovic basically hopping around on one leg. At his age? Anyways, 3 love. The crowd is definitely on Djokovic's side because they don't want to see a straight sets defeat. They want to see an epic like we all do, right? Unless you're a Sinner fan and you want to get out of here in 20 minutes. Do you think people in the chat are experts? I'm sure some are, yeah, for sure. We got to intelligent chat. What do you guys? A lot of people have degrees, bachelor degrees or masters. What's your degree? A lot of educated people in the chat. All right, Djokovic to the winner. Love 15. There's a forehand now from Djokovic into the forehand to Sinner. And Djokovic comes in and puts it down the line. Sinner puts up a lob. Djokovic puts away the easy volley winner. Love 30. Okay. PhD, there you go. College student, nice. Masters, nice. Finishing biochemistry, there you go. All right, love 30. Love 30. By the way, Luke, thanks for following us over on Twitch. Love 30. Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Sinner. Djokovic forehand to the backhand of Sinner. As Djokovic forehand again. Sinner with the backhand down the line's a winner. 15-30. All right, 15-30. As that goes in there from Djokovic, 30-0. All right, serve again from Sinner. There's a fault, second serve. As Sinner gets a drop shot, but he puts it in the net. 30-40. A chance for a double break for Djokovic. Serving to the forehand of Djokovic. Forehand from Sinner to the forehand of Djokovic. Lob goes up. And it's a bounce smash from Sinner. He puts it away. We get to deuce. All right. 15. We get to deuce. All right, backhand goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Backhand out from Sinner. No, Djokovic is out. Advantage Sinner. All right. Advantage Sinner. Serving to the backhand of Djokovic. Return. Into the forehand of Sinner. Djokovic forehand cross. Sinner gets on the stretch. Goes in the net. Back to deuce. All right. Nice serving Sinner. Advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner to take a game. It's a 6-minute game as well. Wanting a competitive and fun match. Well, we're getting it now. Serve again. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Turn goes out. Sinner's on the board. 3-1 Djokovic with a break in the third. In the third. I think Sinner's problem is with the shade court. Yeah, the court's very awkwardly shaded at the moment. 1.5 hours. By the way, this is much more like a Djokovic set. 4 games, 22 minutes. This is the Djokovic pace. And he's winning, so surprise, surprise. But this is definitely Djokovic's pace. Okay. Djokovic serves 3-1 with a break in the third. As he serves a fault. Second serve. Serve again. Into the backhand of Sinner. Return goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Sinner backhand. Into the Djokovic forehand. And Djokovic in the net. Love 15. Can you elaborate what you mean by Djokovic's pace? Okay, so some players, for example, Nick Kyrgios, right, like to play very, very fast, right? He wants to be at the serve. He wants to serve, bang, big serve winners, right? AKA aces. But then there's players that want to just like slow it down and really slow the match down to their comfortable level. As Sinner somehow gets that back and fell over. Is he all right? He hit it out. 15-0. He just kind of grabbed his leg, Sinner. He's all right. 15-0. So Djokovic's pace is a lot slower. Like, he'd rather play long rallies, take time between points, and just slow things down. In the first 2 sets, there were 30-minute sets, which is very unlike Djokovic's pace, because Djokovic likes to play on a slow pace. Djokovic with a volley in the net. I think the sun got in his eyes there, 15-30. So does it make sense? So some players like to just go up and just serve. Fast pace. But Djokovic doesn't want that. He wants the other thing. Does that, and then there's players that obviously have like a bit of everything. Some players that start losing, they want to slow it down. Because if it's losing and you're playing fast, then you can lose faster. So changing the tempo of a match and changing the tempo between points or during points is a thing, especially when you're losing. When you're losing, you want to slow it down so you can sort of stop their momentum or slow down their momentum as well. But again, Djokovic is playing at his pace at the moment. This is a much slower match set than the first 2 sets. As Djokovic goes with a forehand on the stretch, but he hits it in the net. Sinner's got breakback points, 15-40. 15-40. Does that make sense? Leo, by the way, is just chilling. He doesn't need a fan. He's just chilling. What kind of coffee do I like? I don't know. Depends on the day. Can't go wrong with a cappuccino. 15-40. As the backhand return from Sinner goes the backhand of Djokovic. He hits a drop shot, but it's in the net, and there's the break back. Sinner's back on serve. 3-2. Djokovic with Sinner back on serve. All right. And Djokovic now is getting very animated. Yelling at the coaches. At least I'd rather see him do that than just sit there and be like, oh, well. Like, he's actually looks invested in this match now. All right, 3-2. Sinner with the break back, but he's still down on the scoreboard. Why are they all dressed with long sleeves and jackets? Because it's Wimbledon. They got to look fancy. Also, I think there's like a dress code for certain parts of Wimbledon, like certain places around Wimbledon. Also, Leo's a Hollywood actor. He doesn't want to look. By the way, he's not sweating a bit. He's just like chill. He's just sitting in the sun, just like this is. He's like, this is not. I'm sure he lives in California. He's like, this is fine. This weather is not even that bad. 1540. Bad memories, Djokovic. Haha. What? I can't translate what Novak said because I don't speak Serbian. All right. 4-1 from Djokovic. Into the back of the center. He can't get it. Djokovic with a winner. 15. I love 15. Love 15. Djokovic will never be GOAT. What is it, 2020? 2020, is it, what is it, 2015? Hello? You're too late. He is. He already is the GOAT. You're a couple of years too late. Love 15. Yeah, it's 2008 and he just beat Federer in the semis. He'll never be GOAT. Okay. 4-4 rally. As Sinner goes down the line, the backhand of Djokovic, backhand for Sinner. Goes the forehand of Djokovic, Sinner backhand again. Into the backhand of Djokovic, again to the backhand of Sinner. Djokovic backhand goes wide, 15-0. All right, 15-0. $15-all. No worries, volley. By the way, chat, did anyone realize that pancakes is just basically a cake? It has the word cake in it. It's literally a cake. It's a cake. Anyways, 4-4 rally. That goes in there from Djokovic, 30-15. So it can't be healthy. Pancakes can't be healthy because they're cakes. Also, McGriddles are delicious. I haven't had one since, but yeah, you make a cake in a pan. It's literally a cake in a pan. I was today years old when I found that out. 30-15, sorry. Serve. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Return goes short. And Sinner puts it away. 40-15. Talking about McGriddles again. McGriddles are great. So OP. McGriddles are insane. I'm going to get one after this tournament is over. All right, 40-15. Sinner to level the third. There's a backhand for Sinner in the open court as a winner. It's 3-0. Sinner levels. 3-all in the third. Okay. Three all. Back to Djokovic. Into the backhand of Sinner. Sinner hits it out. 15 love. All right, 15 love. As the return goes to forehand of Djokovic. Forehand for Sinner. Into the forehand of Djokovic on the stretch, but Sinner's got the whole court and puts it away. 15-all. 15-all. $15-all. There's a default second serve. Serve to the forehand of Sinner. Djokovic volley. Goes wide. 15-30. Waffles clear pancakes. Yeah. All right, Djokovic hits it in the net. It's 15-40. Sinner for the break in the third. All right, 15-40. Serve again. As the return goes in the net from Djokovic. Sinner's got 4 games in a row and he leads with the break in the third. All right. Oh, man. I mean, it was exciting for a little bit. It's almost over. Novak doesn't look motivated. Yeah, he hasn't looked motivated most of the day, to be honest. Cake wrapped in pancakes, extra cream and maple syrup. That sounds like a heart attack. But it's delicious. Like, what a way to go. I know this would happen. I knew this would happen, but Djokovic is obviously not in the best shape. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to make of this match. But all I know is that Leo DiCaprio is there and he's sitting right there in the sun and he's getting a tan. All right, 4-3 Sinner. Sinner is 2 games away from the first Wimbledon final and also making 4 finals at Grand Slams in a row, which hasn't been done for a long, or hasn't been done very often. To make all the finals of a slam, not to mention in a row, as Djokovic is a winner left 15. I mean, it's a feat. Let me tell you, chat, we'll go through some stats because we can. Let's go through some stats. So, where is the stat that I'm looking for? By the way, Sinner's semi-final record is ridiculous. He's only lost 1 semi-final. That was to Djokovic. 2 semi-finals and he's won 4. So 4-2 is an incredible record. Where the hell is that thing I was looking for? Love 15. French toast beats waffles and pancakes. Oh, yeah, maybe. Actually, not a bad comment. All right. Players to... So here are the names that have gone to every single Grand Slam final. Rod Laver, Ken Rosewall, Ivan Lendl, Stefan Edberg, Jim Courier made every final of every slam. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. Andre Agassi, Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, Novak Djokovic, Andy Murray. So if you take the big 4 away, it's been 20 years since somebody has made all 4 slams finals. And to think, like I said, 12 months ago, I don't think anybody thought that Sinner was going to make every slam final 12 months later. Last Wimbledon, when he lost to Medvedev, I don't think anybody thought that Sinner was going to get there before Alcaraz by making every final. And he's doing it before Alcaraz. Alcaraz has to make the Australian Open final still. Sinner 40-15. But yeah, Laver, Rosewall, Lendl, Edberg, Courier. Again, shockingly underrated. Agassi, Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Murray, and Sinner. He'll be the 11th player to do it in the Open era. He's got that one on Alcaraz. Alcaraz don't get that stat yet. Great stat for Sinner, right? All right, serving to the backhand of Djokovic. Backhand for Sinner is a winner. And Sinner's got 5-3 in the third. Who's winning the final? Well, I picked Sinner to win the tournament, so I'm going to stick with Sinner. Probably. Yeah, I have not seen any reason why Sinner couldn't win the final. There's nothing, except for the fact he's playing Alcaraz. There's nothing in this match that I've seen that makes that Sinner looks bad. Besides going down a break early in this set. He looks fine, which is the biggest thing, right? Physically fine. He's playing great, even though, yes, okay, Djokovic isn't playing his best and he's not moving. He's not pushing himself that hard. Alcaraz is obviously going to push himself a lot harder. But still, as Djokovic hits a volley in the net, it's 15-0. There's, the elbow hasn't been a problem. There hasn't been any signs of soreness, which is great. Because that was the problem with Shelton. He showed signs that it was hurting. So he hasn't shown any signs of hurting today. So there's no reason why he couldn't win except the fact that he's playing a guy that he hasn't beaten for a while. As that goes the net from Sinner, it's 30-15. All right, 30-15. As Djokovic tries to stick around a little bit longer. We're to fault, second serve. And also, we did see Fritz push Alcaraz today, which was kind of interesting. I think a lot of people thought that this match would be a lot closer than it is, and that other match was maybe closer than than they thought. Sinner comes in, puts it away, 30-0. I think if you told me the scores and didn't tell me who played, I would have said this was the Alcaraz match and the other one was the Djokovic match. I don't think people would have expected this match to be the easier one. And Fritz was so close to making it 5. Uh, 30-0. Serve to the backhand of Sinner. Djokovic comes in. Goes straight to Sinner's backhand. Djokovic volleys it wide. Sinner's got match point. 30-40. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. We're almost at the end of this tournament, but it's not the end of tennis. We've still got so much more tennis to go. US Open, all that warm-up. And then we go to Asia. We have some exhibition events. We got the everything. Djokovic down the tee. And Sinner hits it out. Deuce. Then we got the indoor hard courts, of course, the ATP WTA finals at the end of the year. Both of these guys probably are going to get there. As with a serve from Djokovic is a fault second serve. Laver Cup. Yeah, Laver Cup in San Francisco. And with a second serve, Djokovic into the back of Sinner. Return goes to front of Djokovic, who hits it out. Advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner to take his spot in the final of Wimbledon for his first time ever, but also to play Alcaraz for the second time in 2 slams as Djokovic shows an ace and says, not yet. No, wait, not yet. Please stop putting scores in the chat. If you're doing that, that's terrible. Please don't do that. By the way, Big Wolf, thank you for the 33 months. Appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around. All right, 2 match points saved. Djokovic serves again. Into the forehand, Sinner, return. Into the volley. Djokovic volleys it for a winner. Okay, advantage Norway. As Djokovic serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sinner. Sinner hits it out. And Djokovic holds. And now Sinner is going to serve for the match. All right. All right. How are we doing, chat? What's going on? Where are we watching from? I haven't asked that lately. Where are you watching from, chat? Let us know. I'm in Australia. It's 4 a.m. Also, chat, we've got 2 more matches after this, and then Wimbledon is done. It's over for another year. Wisconsin in the house. We've got Italy. We've got Mexico, Melbourne, Paris, India. Greece, Finland, Los Angeles, Macedonia, Serbia, Mauritius, Canada, Philippines, New Zealand, South Africa, Turkey, Latvia, Brazil, Ohio, Greece, Poland, Switzerland, Sri Lanka. All right, Sinner serving for the match to get to the final. Vegas in the house. We've got Vietnam. We've got Dubai. Bahamas as well. We've got Malaysia. As we return now into the forehand of Sinner. Forehand from Djokovic on the stretch. Into the backhand of Sinner. Djokovic forehand again with a slice. Sinner forehand down the line. Djokovic backhand down the line. Goes long and it's 15-love. We've got Barbados in the house. We've got Ethiopia, Nigeria. We've got Argentina. Afghanistan's in the house. Brazil. Botswana, New York. As we serve again from Sinner. Switzerland, Sydney, Pakistan, Abu Dhabi, Serbia, Philippines, Canada, France, Nepal. Sinner serves again. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. To the backhand of Djokovic. Sinner backhand. To the backhand of Djokovic. Djokovic hits it out. 30-love. 30-love. Love. Serve out wide. Djokovic returns, but it's out. 40-love. Jannik Sinner's got 3 match points to put himself in a Wimbledon final for the first time and to take on Alcaraz for a second consecutive slam final. Third consecutive final that those two are going to play each other in the same tournament that they've... I mean, that's kind of crazy. 40-love. Sinner serves down the tee. Djokovic returns. Sinner forehand in the net. 40-15. One more saved. Match point again. Match point again. Sinner serves. Out wide, Djokovic returns. Sinner forehand open court as a winner, and he's gone to the final. Jannik Sinner will take on Carlos Alcaraz again. Sincaraz 3. And Djokovic, that wasn't Novak Djokovic, unfortunately. I don't know who that was. We'll find out, I guess, in the press conference whether or not it was the leg, whether it was the heat, whether it was both, whether it was just Sinner being too good. But Jannik Sinner is into the final of Wimbledon. He's made 4 consecutive Grand Slam finals. Jesus. Huh? But he's going to take on the guy that broke his heart at Roland Garros. Let's see if he can turn it around. What's next for Novak? What's next? I mean, obviously US Open. But, yeah. That was very straightforward from Sinner. Very straightforward. Retirement? I hope not. I hope not. By the way, if you are leaving, don't forget to subscribe. We've got the women's final tomorrow and then the men's final on Sunday. Bjorn Borg giving a round of applause to Novak as he walks off. He's waving. Everyone's giving a standing ovation. I mean, I don't want it to be the last time he walks off this court, but he has been saying a lot of things like that at other tournaments, so... All right. This Alcaraz surface, okay. But the US Open could be Sinner. Okay. All right. Sinner Alcaraz. How are we going to have third time we're watching that matchup we're going to get tired of it. Not true at all. If he continues, he is just going to have a bad ending. I mean, losing to Sinner at Grand Slams is not a bad ending. Again, Djokovic is making the last 4 Grand Slams consistently. So it's hard to think that that he would retire unless he wants to retire on top, you know. Isn't this the first time Novak lost the Wimbledon semifinals since 2012? I think so, yeah. And it'll be the first time in forever since Djokovic wasn't in the final. It's been the first time in 7-8 years since Djokovic wasn't in the final. You think Djokovic is going to retire at the US Open? Nah. Djokovic will play one more year. At least one more year. He'll want to have one more year with Davis Cup and, you know, he'll play again. He'll play one more. At least. You think Sinner can beat Alcaraz? Well, I did pick Sinner to win the whole thing, so I'm going to stick with that. And we'll find out on Sunday. I think if Sinner plays like he did today and Alcaraz plays like he did today, it's going to be close. Obviously, Alcaraz is going to be moving better playing better than Djokovic was, but I think if we get both of those guys play today, who we saw today play on the weekend, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a very fun final. Maybe not as good as the French Open, but I feel like it could be a very solid. I feel like it could be one of those one set all, third set tiebreak. Whoever wins that tiebreak wins in 4. It could be like that. I don't know if we get 5-set epic again. I don't know if we get a 5-set epic again. I think we're pushing our luck. One of their matches has to suck. One of them has to be boring. So yeah. Also, Chad, if Sinner wins the title, my predictions actually were saved. But if he loses, they're not that good. Rami Malek in the house. Yeah, there's a lot of celebs in the house today. Leo was there and Doctor Strange. Sinner destroyed Novak. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Novak today. We'll find out. He'll tell us, I'm sure. Or tell the press. He'll be in the press conference to say something. Will Novak win another big title, Cam? I don't know. Probably a 1,000, at least. Three Grand Slam finals in 2025. Oh my God, yeah. I mean, he's made 4 in a row. I mean, he made the final of the US Open last year too. So you got to add that in there. Just don't know what Dimmy did differently. Well, Sinner did hurt his elbow in the very first game of the match, which I think was a factor. Sinner could have had a chance for a career slam. I mean, yeah. We know that. Sinner for the win of Wimbledon 2025. Okay. What American has chance? You keep saying that. Fritz lost. I don't know what do you want? Do you think Novak was injured from the other day of the fall? I don't know. He didn't have any strapping on his leg. So it's like, I don't know. He'll say in the press conference if that was the problem or not. He'll give us the insight. I don't know what happened. Maybe Sinner was just too good for him and he just didn't. It's weird because, again, Djokovic has played injured before, but he puts in a way better effort than that. So, even if he did have a leg injury, he still doesn't just not play. He doesn't just let the other guy win. Look at all the matches. I mean, he literally beat Alcaraz with a leg injury in the Australian Open. So, to say that, he was injured, so that's why he didn't play well. It's like, well, but when he's injured, he plays well. There's never been an excuse. You know? There's never been a reason. It's never been a reason, really. He's always put in a really good effort, even if he is sore. I thought maybe it was the heat. That maybe he didn't want to exert himself too much early, but then he never really got in there. I don't know. He'll say in the press conference what he was feeling. You know, he might be like, "Yeah, the first set it was fine, but then my leg locked up." Maybe it was the leg after the first set, or maybe he'll tell us. He'll give us a reason. Yeah, we'll just wait for the press conference to say what's up. Novak doesn't do well in heat. Yeah, well, I mean, that could be part of it. There could be a lot of reasons. Maybe there's a combination of things. Plus, Sinner played really well. And you can't be underdone against Sinner. You have to be, even if Sinner's not. Maybe he underestimated Sinner as well. Maybe he thought Sinner was going to be a little less on his game. You know, maybe he expected a worse Sinner when Sinner came out and looked amazing. He looked fine, Sinner. Sinner looked great, you know. Sinner and Alcaraz play different sport compared to the others. Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. Five in a row to Sinner, 3 to Carlos. Time to think about rethink this thing. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Oh, pardon me. All right, we'll see you on Sunday. Alcaraz third Wimbledon coming. I tell you what, it's going to be a great. No matter what the result, it's going to be great for. It's great for this rivalry, you know, to get them back-to-back Slam finals. I mean, that is a serious boost to the Sinkeraz legacy and legend, you know, of this rivalry. We love it. We already loved it, but I mean, it's given us so many more reasons to enjoy it. God, I like, not just because I picked Sinner, but I'd love Sinner to win. It'd be great to see Sinner get one back on Alcaraz, and just because I think if Alcaraz goes up 9-4 in the head-to-head, that's not Sinner deserves it to be closer. You know, 9-4 is not an accurate representation of how close that is. 9-4 is not fair. It should be even. because it is an even matchup. Look at the matches they've played. Some of them have... Alcaraz has won the ones that have been really, really close, which is why he's leading. But it would be cool to... I would love Sinner to just get one back. You know? Just get that revenge, especially when he's not expected to win. I think Alcaraz will be the favorite. Alcaraz will be expected to win. For him to stop Alcaraz from doing the three-peat and win his first Wimbledon, be one step closer to calendar slam. Him and Alcaraz are now one away, right? I mean, that would be awesome. And then just to tighten the rivalry up to like 8-5. Like, I think that would be awesome for Sinner to do. Cam's a Sinner fan? No, I just think for the rivalry of Sincaraz. I'm a Sincaraz fan. I love that rivalry. And for the rivalry, it'd be great to have Sinner get revenge, and then it would add to the... And then we go to this US Open, we're like, can we get them play again? But again, Alcaraz winning 3 in a row is insane. I think top of my head, I would say Alcaraz wins in 4. I think that seems likely. You know, I think that's likely. Alcaraz in 4 is probably the smart pick. Poor Djokovic trying to go after Federer's 8th. Well, we're not gonna get there this year. Am I gonna stick with Sinner in the final? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm Sinner in 5. I think today's match, the way that Sinner played, the way that he looked, physically he looked fine, and he played a quick match, which is good for his fitness going into the final. So again, Sinner can win in 5. I think I can see Alcaraz winning in 4, but I can see Sinner winning in 5 as well. But Alcaraz winning in 4 seems more likely. But I could still back Sinner winning in 5. And be comfortable with that. But Alcaraz never loses in 5? Well, we'll find out. He almost did the French Open. I had my money on Alcaraz since the start of the tournament. Cool. So you made no money because he was the favorite. Mountain to climb on Sunday. Yeah. This feels exactly like yesterday, right? The first match was epic. The second match was just like, we need to start the meh matches first. And then we can get the good matches later. All right.
As a Carlos fan, I love and hate these Sinner-Alcaraz finals. They are never straightforward and always so difficult. Record-breaking heat expected Sunday. Will it be a factor?
Record-breaking heat? Really? I thought it was going to be colder, like a little bit nicer than today. It might be a factor, but probably for Sinner, probably more against Sinner than for Alcaraz. But we'll see. Maybe. Dimitrov Alcaraz on grass would have been fun. It would have been interesting to see Dimitrov play. It would have even been interesting to see Shelton play Djokovic today. Had Dimitrov beaten Sinner, and then Shelton and Dimitrov quarterfinal, winner plays Djokovic, it would have been interesting to see those guys play Djokovic how he played today. And whether or not Djokovic would have won against them, even if he wasn't 100% or whatever. So it would have been interesting, but obviously that didn't happen. Would be an insane story if Anisimova won tomorrow. I don't think it would be that insane. Don't think Sinner can be the winner. You don't think Sinner can be the winner? Okay. I'm tired of Sinkeraz rivalry. Yeah, because you're a Runa fan. You want Runa to play in the final. How was a round of applause for Nole leaving the court? It was like it was a standing ovation, like he was never coming back. So it was weird. All right. Well, there's the match. It's we had two of the 4 good semifinals, so we can't be too mad. Kind of wish Fritz went to 5 now. Would have been awesome to see Fritz play that 5th set against Alcaraz. That would have been something really special, but unfortunately, didn't happen. Good show, Kev. Thanks. No worries. We'll see you tomorrow for the ladies' final. Oh. Alcaraz got lucky match point down, but nothing like Dimitrov. Huh? Sabalenka versus Anisimova semi was the best of the bunch? Yeah. Sinkeraz with Alcaraz winning a 3rd Wimbledon. Okay. Exactly, Richie. Sinner versus Alcaraz, most finals now at a Grand Slam. Wait, what do you mean? Fourth round lucky loser to Wimbledon. If that doesn't feel right. Wait, what? 4th round lucky loser to win Wimbledon. Oh, you're making a joke about Sinner winning. Oh, okay. Dimitrov, yeah, okay. Haha. No worries, Travis. We'll see you later. Anisimova to Swiatek will be a huge mental test as much as physical. I agree. Be a hell of a final. Admire your patience going through all these matches. That's all right. Appreciate it. Could Sinner have destroyed have not destroyed Novak? What do you mean? I hope someone who is not Alcaraz breaks court's record. Okay. You mean Djokovic? Hey, Suzanne, thank you for the 11 months as a Tier 3 member. My name is misspelled under legendary members. Oh, sorry. Sorry, let me just fix that. My bad. Oh, sorry, I can't spell. I spelled it with a double S, not double N. Sorry. I fixed it. Thank you for the 11 months. Condolences for the channel owner in the chat. Why? I picked Sinner to win. Why condolences? Thank you, Genevieve. Appreciate it. Every major since 2022 has been won by Djokovic or Alcaraz or Sinner. That's crazy. Cam Morning Day. Why? I feel like are you okay? I feel like something's wrong. Are you okay? Somebody give that guy a hug. Tired of hearing 38-year-old me beating you guys thanks to Sinner. I have no idea what that means. Thanks for all the doubleheaders at Wimbledon. Fantastic job. Thank you, Bradley. Appreciate it. Women's final prediction. I made a video about it. Thanks for the wonderful streams. No worries, Suzanne. Appreciate it. Thanks, Kylie. Sinner was the last man to defeat Alcaraz at Wimbledon. Yeah. And now we're here. Betting on Alcaraz in the final? Cool. Djokovic went out with a whimper. It's so unlike him. Yeah, I know, right? I'm a happy Sinner fan today. Nice. 5-set tiebreak in the fifth and minimum. Okay. Swiatek to win a sixth slam. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be incredible for her, and for tennis. It'd be incredible for the WTA if she was to win 6 slams in this new era. Double the amount of Sabalenka. I mean, that's incredible. Two more than Osaka. I mean, that's put Swiatek way ahead of everybody. Would Djokovic be able to play better today? I don't know what was wrong with Djokovic, and we'll find out in the press conference, hopefully, and then we can figure it out. Anyways, I'm out of here because I am exhausted. But it was a good day. I mean, the first match was awesome. The second match was underwhelming, but I'm sure there was the reasons for that. But the first match was great, so we didn't get 2 flops. At least we had we got our semi-final fix. And now we've got 2 more matches left. We've got the finals tomorrow, the women's final, men's final on Sunday, Sinkaraz final, Aryana Svianova? I don't know. We'll figure out tomorrow what the name of that one is. Either way, big matches coming up, big finals coming up. I expect them both to be epic. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the women's final. Sinner wins 3-4 and knocks Djokovic out of the semi-final stage for the first time in over a decade at Wimbledon. And he just keeps stopping stopping Djokovic at semi-finals. I mean, he did it in the Roland Garros, he did it in Australia last year, and he did it in this tournament now. So he is just a roadblock for Novak Djokovic getting to a final of a slam again. But let's see who wins that final on Sunday. I'll see you then.